getting frostbitten. It's so cold. That's colder than yesterday. My dick's getting frostbitten.
awaiting orders.
Dorsey. You found him. That old bastard Saul sent you. Wesson? Like what I did to them isn't justice. Let me tell you a story, Rangers, and then you can kill me if you want. See, back in the day, the Dorsey family had ideals. We wanted to recreate America. We lobbied the Patriarch for free and fair elections. Well, old Buchanan didn't much care for that notion. Felt Colorado wouldn't survive without him in charge. But instead of making his case, he had Percival Wesson round up my family and kill him. Sounds familiar, right? Yep. What happened in the garden was payback. Direct message to Wesson and Buchanan. I sure hope they got that message. Wesson's not dead, you know. Liberty Buchanan has a hold of him now, and I hope she makes him pay for what he's done in his life. I want him to know what happened to his wife and kids. I want him to feel that pain and that hopelessness. We fled to the plains. Had to figure out how to live rough and blend in. Our kids who were born out there may as well be savages. We fought, and we scrapped, and we starved. When the Patriarch exiled Liberty, she came and found us. Offered us a shot at getting revenge on her father. I knew she was using me. But hell, seeing Saul's own daughter betraying him was worth it. Must be eating him alive. Let me tell you something. Those gangs are living on a knife's edge of starvation. They have to fight. Have to kill. If they don't put the fear of God in their neighbors are coming for them. Everything. My sons and I planned it. Word came that Buchanan was sending for help, trying to shore up his shaky throne. Didn't know much about you, but I did know I couldn't let aid reach him. Got the whole extended family together, and all our honorary members. Liberty said I was moving too soon and told me to wait. I thought she was being too cautious. Figured I'd get the revolution started on my own. Take out you and the Patriarch all at once. Guess Liberty was right. And I was wrong. Yeah, we could've. But we didn't. Mistakes were made and people died. Story of the fucking world, right? Speaking of people dying, I reckon you killed my son Jarrett. What about my other son, Erastus? I haven't heard any word from him. Do you know what happened to him? My poor, sweet boy. The plains turned him into the brute that you saw. That's not who he really was. You can take some consolation in knowing that you've managed to do what Buchanan couldn't. You finally wiped out the Dorseys. Good. Well, this is the part where you kill me, right? Do I have to do everything myself? No wonder this revolution's off to such a shitty start.
Всегда быть готов к защите завоеваний социализма, за коммунизма.
Simio secute. Minerva medica.
Hey, gun fans! Frankenshooter here. Time to get to work on this nail minigun! First, I gotta hook up a high-pressure line to the gun. Somehow, it's gonna take a lot of welding and shit, and, drilling some holes in this thing? Anyway, I'll figure it out. Stay tuned!
Well, if it isn't the Desert Rangers. Nice to meet ya. Got some stuff to trade if you want to look. Well, I ain't the best mechanic in Colorado, but how can I say no after a thorough ass-kissing? Maintain your vehicle and don't stop if you don't have to. These days, a flat tire or a stalled engine could be the end of you, consumed by the elements. And I don't just mean the weather, if you get me. Just some odds and ends I've taken in trade. Might be useful.
What do you need, Rangers? Of course, have a seat. it ain't cut, don't stitch it.
We'll be waiting here, Rangers. Hope you find that work camp soon.
Come on, Scotchmo. You disrespect the Rangers if you're drunk on duty.
Well, good thing I ain't drunk then, isn't it? It's just a little tipsy.
I give up. You're a disgrace to the uniform.
And it's a good thing I ain't wearing a uniform either.
Uncle Gideon is happy you stopped the human smugglers, but I am conflicted on the matter. The refugees need somewhere to go. But where? I train, clean my guns, talk to the others, and try to learn more about the world beyond Broadmoor Heights. I have plenty to do with my time. I'm glad I joined. I truly feel we are doing some good, both for Colorado and your people back in Arizona. Until later, then.
I get why you helped the Hoons. Hell, I knew Alistair, and it would have killed me not to help his family. But an order's an order, especially when it comes from the Patriarch. We should have helped the Arapaho. Ha! You trying to get me in trouble with Daisy? The Marshals are great. The best. Okay, that's... Well, we're fine. They're fine. But if they were perfect, the Patriarch wouldn't have called you, right? The problem with the Marshals is, we don't work for the people of Colorado Springs. We work for the Patriarch. And that means we're more enforcers than police, which can lead to a certain, smugness among some of the troops. They know they're untouchable. They know citizen complaints aren't going to be listened to, mostly. So they think they can do whatever they want. And they do. So, they're not loved, the Marshals. Not trusted either. Hey, you'd have to be a saint not to take advantage once in a while, and I'm no saint. I'll take a bribe here and there, if offered. But I'm not a shakedown artist like some guys are. I never put the boots to somebody who didn't deserve it. I figure, if it's against the rules, but it ain't hurting nobody, why report it? As long as I get a cut, right? I try not to. Seriously, it's above my pay grade. There's a crisis coming, for sure. The old man's on his last legs. His kids are a nightmare, and nobody else around here has the power and smarts to pick up the reins when he drops them. I'm just glad it's not my job to think about it. My job is to do what the Patriarch says until he dies, then do what Daisy says after that. Hopefully neither of those things involves hurting too many people along the way, but if it does, well, that's my job. You are Daisy's golden child at the moment. You can do no wrong. Of course, that's not true. Do wrong and you'll be back on the naughty list before you can spit. But for now, she thinks you're Colorado's best and brightest, so don't fuck it up. Remember who you're working for, and remember what it means if you fail him. Sure.
Rocky Mountain monsters. We're way deep in the woods now, and there's footprints all over the place. Steve's done some calls and some wood knocks, and we've gotten some crazy responses. Okay, Bigfoot's here, monster fans. Stay tuned.
good.
pass out.
Please, don't shoot.
Just who the hell are you?
Always knew this day would come. The skies finally opened to take me back. That man, still saying it was a work camp. Never wanted to admit the truth, not even to himself. You won't find any work camp here. Never was one. No convicts either. They're long gone, all of them. I didn't touch them. I was a shepherd, a guide. But I wasn't their executioner. Which is not to say that my hands are bloodless. I'm sorry for everything that I've done. That the Godfishers have done. I wish it was different, but...
You don't choose your family.
They were...
Why are you talking to them? You don't owe them an explanation.
The dead can't tell their stories anymore, Nikki. I have to do it for them. The Patriarch made a deal with my people, the Godfishers. They, believe the gods can be appeased with human offerings. So, in exchange for stopping our war on Colorado Springs, he sent them convicts and criminals to feed to the skies. The Godfishers hack off the limbs of the sacrifices and tie their torsos to giant kites, then send them up to the sky as gifts for the gods. They believe it will bring the holy rain. I always thought the sacrifices were pointless. There were no gods, no way to call water from the skies. I should have left long before I did. They were my people. Until Nikki helped me find the courage to abandon them.
I didn't do anything. That was you.
If I could, I'd change everything. Bring all those people back. All I can do now is try to be a better man than I was. I was better at dealing with the city people than the other Godfishers, so our leaders sent me here as a go-between. Pappas delivered the convicts here to me. I brought them to my people. I used to pass a farmstead on my way out here. Saw a pretty girl watching over her land. Turns out she saw me too. Took me months before I was brave enough to approach her. Crazy decision when I think about it now, but she didn't turn me in. She showed me the Godfisher ways wasn't the only way. Gave me the strength to turn my back on it. Thank you. All the same, I think it's best if we leave this place. If you could find us here, others may do the same. I won't see Nikki harmed because of me. Don't even have a home. Please don't take what little we have left, Rain.
Sounds like a car's coming. Who else knows about this place?
He dead? Yeah. We wanted to see the son of a bitch who took our kin.
And make sure he never breaks anyone else's heart again. So, is he dead or not?
Talk. Ain't nothing to talk about. That Godfisher's a mass murderer. Move aside and let us do what needs to be done.
Sorry doesn't bring the dead home.
It ain't nothing personal. But if you're gonna stand with a mass murderer, well, you made your choice, and we've made ours. That man needs to pay for what he did. Don't stand in our way. Fine. Protect the murdering scumbag. We'll get them eventually. But one day, you Rangers will lose someone like we did, and get denied vengeance by arrogant assholes.